Looking to take your Hyper Scape game to the next level? Want to hang around this battle royale for even longer so you can improve on those kill numbers? We've got you covered. What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. If you're new here, we love dropping great tips, top 10s, and highlights on our channel. We're quickly growing and we appreciate all of our subscribers. If you're not already subscribed and you like the content, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications by clicking or tapping that bell. Make sure to give this video a like and share it with friends. I'm Sam for Top Viral Gaming, and now, let's get into the video. Hyper Scape has been around for quite some time now, that most players should know enough to last longer in matchups and even put up some solid kill counts. Today, we're giving you guys our complete beginner's guide to Hyper Scape. Whether you're new to the game or have been playing since its release, these tips are important if you want to start winning some matches. We'll be going over dropping, echoes, hacks, loot, and gameplay strategies in order to help you get better. Choose your drop location wisely. Just like every other Battle Royale game, choosing your drop location is important in setting up and executing the goals you have in mind for the match. If you're looking to survive and slow the pace of the game down, you're going to want to drop at a set of buildings that are not in the center of a sector. On the other hand, if you're trying to get as many kills as possible, landing in extremely popular drop zones is your best shot. Sectors like Limelight will offer players lots of high-level loot to duel over. Should you survive, you'll absolutely be prepared to face off against remaining enemies. The best advice for winning would be to drop in a less populated area, so you have access to free loot without the high risk of being taken out early. One thing you must remember is that players will enter the game from all four corners of the map, so just because you drop a great distance away from where you began, does not mean enemies have not dropped there as well. Listen out for loot crates as they will give off a distinct sound and can supply some high-level loot. Dead? Don't worry. There's no permanent death in Hyper Scape. Instead, fallen players can move around the world as echoes, ghostly and completely invisible figures that can move freely around the map, but are unable to interact with their environment. Which is a pain, admittedly, given you can't melee down doors anymore. While many battle royales boast a revive feature now, no other game works quite like Hyper Scape. Here, departed players need to locate restore points that pop up on the corpses of their enemies. Perhaps most interestingly though, echoes can also act as scouts for their living squad members, complete with the ability to ping important items such as ammo and weapons. They can also keep an eye on competing enemies if you're the last squad standing and have a crown on your head. Use hacks. Unlike its many competitors that offer a roster of different characters that boast a variety of different perks and abilities, all players are created equal in Hyper Scape. Therefore, it doesn't matter what character you play as much as the hacks you pick up along the way. There are several currently available: Teleport, Slam, Heal, Wall, Invisibility, Mine, Armor, Ball, Shockwave, Reveal, and Magnet. Right now, players are still experimenting with the powers to find their perfect combinations, so the jury's still out on what the best mix is. The good news though is that not a single one is a dud, so don't be shy to experiment. Given some are offensive and others make it easier to get out of sticky situations, you might find combining, say, Ball and Slam helpful to get you across the map speedily, while Wall is a great way to keep players at bay for those precious last seconds until the crown countdown is finished. Having one hack that increases mobility and one that assists you in combat is your best option. Slam is a great mobility hack since it allows the player not only to ascend into the air and assist with repositioning, but also to come straight back down and deal major damage to enemies below. If Slam is not an option, Teleport is a great alternative, as it will offer mobility without the damage. Pairing this with Heal is the perfect combination, as it allows you to heal up any damage you have taken in combat, or to get out of sector damage by healing it off as you move. Get the best loot. With any shooter game, your choice of weaponry is going to directly influence your chance of victory. The best weapon to have on you whenever possible is the Hexfire. The Hexfire is a fast-firing, precise, light machine gun with a massive clip size. When fully upgraded, the Hexfire can hold 270 bullets in a clip, ensuring you don't run out of ammo during a firefight. A good weapon to partner with the Hexfire is the Protocol 5. This sniper rifle is the only weapon of its kind available in the game. Its high damage, no recoil properties make this the perfect weapon to complement the Hexfire. Using Protocol 5 to take out enemies in the distance is going to make solo games substantially easier and reduce your risk of being fragged. Other good weapons you may consider using are the Ripper. This is the fully automatic assault rifle that will feel very familiar to players of first-person shooter games, and the Riot 1 pistol. Upgrading both your weapons and hacks need to be a priority. Every item in the game gets significantly stronger once upgraded. You can do this by collecting an item off the ground that you already have in your inventory. Try to maintain high ground. Having the high ground in any shooter game is a great advantage. This is a fairly obvious point considering that the Hyper Scape battlefield is an incredibly vertical space, but it's nevertheless important to remember how valuable the high ground is and all the ways you can keep it. Aside from sightlines, most of the weapons benefit from a high ground attack. Explosives like the Komodo, Salvo EPL, and Skybreaker deal AoE damage from the point of impact and are significantly more effective when fired towards the ground. Further, enemies on the ground are typically fairly defenseless and will expend cooldowns to get to you. Enemies beneath you are predictable, so try not to find yourself beneath a well-armed opponent. Keep your momentum. Hyper Scape is a game all about momentum and energy. You'll win way more fights by being slippery and clever than you will by virtue of having good aim. The time to kill in Hyper Scape is higher than a lot of other battle royales, so learning how to stick and move will give you a huge advantage in poke fights. Getting comfortable with the locomotion will give a bigger advantage in combat than any other skills, including aim training. There are plenty of hacks to help you stay mobile, such as teleport, ball, and leap, but you should also practice sliding and double jumping to traverse the rooftops and move quickly across the map. In a fight, it is necessary to constantly reposition in order to continually get the drop on your opponent. Simply put, if they know you're coming, you've probably already lost. The flow of combat in Hyper Scape should look something like this. Fire on the enemy until they see you, then reposition. Repeat until they're critical, which depends on the guns you have, then go in on them without mercy. Staying healthy is as important as dealing damage, and the only way to do that is to keep moving. Duck into buildings to escape, use jump pads to reach high places, and never ever stay in one place. Before we go on, we want to thank you guys for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and click or tap that bell to get notified about our latest videos. Also, hit that like button. This lets us know that you want to see more content just like this. Try to get used to the vertical battles and gameplay. The technological future mixed with heavy European architecture design creates a stunning visual experience to frag your enemies within. The ability to run along rooftops, jump through windows and doors, and sliding under steel doors is much more enjoyable with a beautiful city that breathes life around you. There are multiple districts inside Neo Arcadia that you will want to familiarize yourself with for preferable drop locations. These districts function like the towns in PUBG or the landmark areas in Call of Duty Warzone. You'll play a bunch of games, learning where you'll favor dropping for gear or for strategic purposes. Inside of those games comes learning just how vertical the game really is. The dropship is a great way to learn where everyone around you could be dropping and to ping buildings for teammates to take for looting or scouting positions. Did you find these tips and tricks helpful? Let us know in the comments down below. Check out our other videos. Be sure to subscribe and turn on that bell to be notified about our latest videos.